Okay, it's rolling in here.
Watching the Garage Live, and this is our first show of 2014, so a very happy new year everyone. Happy New Year. And we have got our first band here tonight. These are called Too Spicy. Can we round of applause everyone? Obviously you've got the fan club in tonight. Would you like to introduce yourselves first off?
I'm Dan. I'll go with Dan.
I'm Zach.
Zach.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
And Jake at the back, lovely. So Too Spicy, let's find out a little bit about yourselves. How long have you been together as a band?
3.5 years.
3.5 years?
Something like that.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite a while. Do you always get on?
Yeah. Sometimes
best friends in the world.
Best friends in the world. Oh. We heard before that you've got a new member as well.
Yes.
Hannah.
That's me.
Hannah's the new member.
Welcome to Too Spicy.
Thank you.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know, it's not really my place to say, but you know, I'm sure you're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
So, could you give us a little insight into the kind of music you're going to be playing for us tonight?
Reggae, ska,
Punk, dub, all sorts really.
Wow.
Sounds
You're
interesting.
only doing 2 songs, you know.
That's the problem, trying to get them all in.
So, what are your main influences then? Why have you chosen to write that kind of music?
It's just everything. We all like it collectively. Like it's like all the reggae and ska and stuff, and that just came from that. But there's influences from everywhere.
Yeah, it's quite an unusual set of styles of music to find people like yourself, such young people from the northeast of England, to choose that kind of music. How did that come about? How did you get together? How did you meet?
Skateboarding, really, wasn't it?
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
We're just little kids down at the beach, having nothing
Skate
to do.
park.
So skate park it was,
Mhm.
and that's how we kind of all got together, really, isn't it?
It was like, we listened to I did anyway, I listened to quite a lot of punk,
Yeah.
but then like ska came into punk, and made ska punk.
And
And then I listened to a lot of ska, and then it kind of
Yeah.
pulled that on from there. That was about it, really.
You can always move on from ska.
Yeah.
If you like ska, you go on to reggae. I
Yeah.
think because you get bored of it.
Yeah.
I like it, I like it. We asked you all just before we start, we've got a special question for tonight. Have you had a think, yeah?
Had to think, but still, there's too many embarrassing memories.
Right, well,
There's too many, isn't there? Like,
we asked them, what is your funniest or embarrassing moment together as a band? And let's see what you come up with. What did you think?
what do you reckon it was?
Do you want to do yours?
Do you want to do yours, Zach?
That way you can tell it.
We had an unreal opportunity to support Toots and the Maytals.
Oh, wow.
And we were like made up about it. And I went a little bit too daft on stage, and I was like just buzzing when I came off, and then it all just came out. And I ended up like thrown up, and then a little bit went on Toots' manager. Because it was right off the stage. It was like, if we'd done another song, it would have been there and then on the stage.
Oh dear.
Oh, have you heard from them since?
They're not really, they don't play around here that much. Really. From Jamaica.
Keep it out your way.
It's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, on that very lovely positive note, we'll let you get on. I'm sure everybody's going to be as impressed as we have been when we've listened to your music, and I hope everybody's going to have a nice little dance over there. Our studio audience, are you going to have a little dance? Yay! Great, okay, good luck guys, enjoy.
Cheers.
Yes.
written until you apply the ink. Keep your legs a kicking, if you don't then you would surely sink. See the flow back to the surface can be quicker than you think. The bottom of the bottle, there's always plenty to drink. The story remains unwritten until you apply the ink. Keep your legs a kicking, if you don't then you would surely sink. See the flow back to the surface can be quicker than you think.
very much.
Okay, we are back here with Gilded Thieves. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Would you like to introduce yourselves? We'll start with there.
I'm John.
I'm Laura.
I'm David.
I'm Tamara.
Welcome to Garage Live.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you very much.
You going to play some music for us tonight.
No, indeed.
It's a folk style music.
Yeah,
Would I be correct?
a mix of folk, country, blues, that sort of thing.
Yeah, anything
It's-
else? All the little bits and pieces.
Yeah, everything else we can fit in here.
And how did you guys get together then?
We met at university. Well, we three met at university,
Yeah.
and we just started playing together. Just as a, like, I guess it was just a bit of fun, really. And then started taking it more seriously. Started gigging together. Then we met Tamara at a gig. Who was playing with the other band that she's in, and
Yes.
so we kind of got chatting, and we invited her for a jam, and we sort of really clicked. So we ended up. She ended up joining the band, and yeah, we're sort of here now.
Fantastic.
Are you all studying the same thing at uni? Were you?
No.
Oh no, we're graduates now. This one is actually the only musician between us,
Oh.
really. She's only proper musician. Tomorrow's doing the folk. Tomorrow's doing the folk degree, but this one actually did ICT or
I did
programming.
computer
Really?
programming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I've slipped into this. So.
It's quite extremes, really, isn't
Yeah, tell me about it.
You'll never go back, I bet.
it? So what's next for Gilded Thieves? What have you got in the pipeline for 2014?
Probably just writing as much as we can, playing festivals. Like we're going to be playing festivals and stuff this year, and just trying to get our material out as much as we can. Really,
Yeah.
get people listening.
We've got tons of songs. We just need to get out there. Just need to get them written and get them done, and get them all recorded. But 2014, we're going to try and make it our year. We're going to try and get as much stuff out as we can. So.
Fantastic. And if people want to hear the music that you've already recorded and get in touch with you or see where your up and coming gigs are, how can they get in touch with Gilded Thieves?
Oh, lovely. All our gigs on everything are on the Facebook page, and we've got a YouTube channel, so keep checking back on that one.
Yeah.
And all of our new songs and stuff will be up there. We've got a music video coming out, I think, like tomorrow, maybe. So yeah,
Maybe
next
next
couple
couple of days.
Let's give him
Yeah.
some time to edit it. But yeah, so that'll be up too.
Yeah, so.
So we've been asking everyone tonight a special question. Have you got a story for us? What has been a funny or embarrassing moment within the band?
We were talking about this, and we think there was a really good one. We were playing a gig back in Newcastle, and it was a quiet one. Let's put it that way. The audience weren't that responsive, so we would try. Laura was, trying all the stops to try, sort of talk to the audience. And she ended up telling them about a video that's on YouTube of foxes jumping on a trampoline. And it's genuinely there, you can check it out. But I think
Good video.
True
downside
story.
of this was that everyone at the gig went, "Oh right, brilliant," and all just went on their phones.
Oh,
So please,
stupid
you can
girl.
check it out later.
It's good. It's really good. They really do get really excited about
Yeah, the
bouncing.
foxes
What's it
love
called? I'm gonna have a look.
I'm not quite sure, but just type in foxes on a trampoline.
Foxes on a trampoline. you'll
It was
probably find
fantastic.
it.
Really, really
I'll have
good.
a look once I've looked at your video.
Alright then.
That's it, right. Well done, everyone. Let's hear you.
Without further ado, off you go.
Testosterone won't save you now. Seals are torn, a broken bow. No sign of shore, the storm bears down. Captain's call, a lonely sound. This rocky night we were not told, looked at each other's hearts turn cold. Abandon all, evacuate, and still the sound of metal breaks that noise. Not leave that noise, not leave me. Looking up at the moon, this water is so blue. They are only sleeping. They are only sleeping. They are only sleeping. They are only
this ship goes down, we will not survive. The water rises, we were not told. Looked at each other as hearts turn cold. Fight for life, life jacket tight, I look for her. Her hair was white, I see her in the waves ahead. Tell your loved ones I am dead.
Looking up at the moon, this water is so blue. We are only sleeping. 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 Looking at the moon. We are only sleeping. This water is so. We are only sleeping. Looking at the moon. We are only sleeping. This water is so. This water is so. This next one's just a daft one that we play at gigs, and basically this is kind of about when you... Do you ever go on a date with somebody and you think, why haven't I dated this person before? Really, why haven't I dated them? Like, they're lovely, you know, I was obviously blind, and then you go on the second date with them and you go, this is why I didn't go on a date with you, because you're bloody weird. Anyway. That's this. Yep.
Let's go.
To the abusers, liars and cheats, rather tumble to the ground, tumble into your sheets. To all the clean-cut preachers who cry, it's like a savior shone a light in my eyes. There's a second curse after the first, and it's there to remind you not to get hurt. That's a second curse after the first, and it's there to remind you not to get hurt. To all the whiners and the diners who moan, I'll let you keep your feelings if you let me alone. To the hard skin, muscle, tan and beaten necks, addicted to reflections and that ego you flex. There's a second curse after the first, and it's there to remind you not to get hurt. There's a second curse after the first, and it's there to remind you not to get hurt. To all the fat-pocketed gentlemen crooks, spending all your money on you and your looks. To the ones who ply you daily with cash, making up for something when there's something you lack. Second time lucky, how I try. If it wasn't right first of all, it just wasn't. Second time lucky, how I try. If it wasn't right first of all, it just wasn't. Second time lucky, how I try. If it wasn't right first of all, it just wasn't. Second time lucky, how I try. If it wasn't right first of all, it just wasn't right. Second curse after the first, and it's there to remind you not to get hurt. The second curse after the first, and it's there to remind you not to get hurt. There's a second curse. How I try. Second time lucky. How I try. Second time lucky. How I try. Second time lucky. How I try.
Right? Can we have some noise, everyone? Right, we have come to the time in the show that we have a very, very special guest with us. We have a few already this season, but obviously with 2014 we have a very, very exciting guest with us today. Can we all have a massive, massive round of applause, please, for Chris Cowey? Hello! Oh, thank you for coming.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming. We're
Nice
really,
to
really
be here.
privileged to have you here. And yeah, thank you. How are you enjoying being back in the Northeast?
It's great being back in Shields. I know Shields quite well
Yeah.
because my ex-wife used to work at Callis Pegasus. My brother used to ride at Gypsy Grain. I used to go for rubies in Ocean Road.
Ocean Road. Oh,
You
yes.
know, many a happy drink I've had around here.
Good, good. It's good to have you here. We're really excited. As everyone will probably already know, but we will let you know. Chris, you worked on the programme The Tube,
Yes, I
which
did.
is what we are trying to emulate ourselves today.
Doing a good job too.
Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah.
you. A little cheer would have been. Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, I know you. I'm just bursting with questions.
At the time when you put the tube out, it was really quite alternative and something very different, and there was nothing like it. How did that come about? Where did you get it from?
Well, it's mainly because there was such a lot of rubbish on television. You know, Top of the Pops was really, really dull. It kind of looked like a Top Shop window, you know, with everybody being in front of the camera, you know, waving pom-poms around. And the whistle test at the time was really old and really grey and had, you know, lots of kind of Bulgarian North flute players in with fingers in their ears and all, you know, and it was just, there was a lot of rubbish on TV. And we were just music fans who happened to be in the Northeast. We were at Tyne Tees, which was a real kind of burgeoning go-ahead station at the time. There was over 1,000 people. I think there's about 4 employed there now. And it was just a great time for music, and it really needed to kick up the arse. Can I say arse?
You can.
Why, yeah.
Good, I'll say it more. Arse. It was a great time to be doing music, and there was such a lot of good music around. But I think there's always good music around if people are prepared to stick their neck out and do shows like this or like The Tube that give people a chance. Because the current crop of, you know, competition shows really have now to do with music. You know, they're just singers. They just want to be stars, which is fine and lovely. But it's kind of for old people, really, you know. It's kind of, it's like back to the days of sort of, you know, Tin Pan Alley, where you had singers singing songs. The trouble is, though, you don't have so many bands and musicians doing it, so where's the music going to come from? You know, what are they going to cover in 5 years' time? Pop Will Eat Itself was a very prophetic name for a band, because it just has. But I think more power to your elbow doing stuff like this, because this is what's going to start the new revolution.
Yeah. It's interesting because obviously we chat about it a lot, being performers ourselves. But so how do you feel that kind of TV program it's kind of taken over?
Yeah.
Mainstream TV.
Well, there was always stuff like that around. You know, there used to be back in the day. There was things like New Faces and Opportunity Knocks, and they were always nothing to do with the actual talent that gets through it. It's much more to do with the people around it kind of making a TV show, which is like a game show. It's a game show. It's not really what I would call a proper music show. And of course the justification is you know, millions of people watch it. Well, you know, if you put public executions on television, millions of people would watch that as well. It doesn't mean you should do it. And I really think if you feed the nation a diet of McDonald's, then they like McDonald's. But if you go the extra mile and you do some good live music, then that's what it's all about.
It's great. Totally agree. Totally agree.
Well, I think what's really impressive for us is to be here with you who has gone from who's gone from The Tube, where you found so many unsigned bands, and that was like your great taste in music and your willpower and your attitude to go out there and look for new music and put it on the stage. And then you've also worked with them when they've made it, and people who are really, really like the most famous people that we can imagine in the music industry. Do you know what I mean? And you must have some amazing stories and must have just had such great times.
So many stories. Tell us one. Oh, I mean, there's all sorts of things. Like, one of the biggest thrills I ever had is I was in, name drop, clang. I was in New York working with David Bowie. And I was doing a few songs, and he put this amazing kind of, it sounds weird, this green woolen suit on with a denim shirt underneath and a kind of woolly tie. And because I'd been wearing kind of a flash shirt, he obviously thought I was some kind of fashion guru, like me, you know. And he said, Chris, what do you think of the threads? And I was like, David Bowie asking me for
That's amazing.
But you know, you find that, well, I find anyway, that the more talent people have, you know, people like David Bowie, Paul McCartney, you know, those kind of people who are the elite, you know, not just of a current crop but ever, they're always really, really, really nice people. It's the less talented ones that are a bit more insecure.
Yeah.
And I won't tell you any stories about them because it's too mean.
No, you're right. Yeah. Don't tell us any of them. So, someone's desperate to know.
I only ever shouted at a turn once.
Who?
Shania Twain.
I used to love it.
Well,
Don't spoil it for us.
Well, the trouble was, though, there was a lot of management around and they were all making, you know, they were all kind of trying to take over, like, you know, sometimes people do. And I told them to kind of calm down and just do what they were told. And they said, but we've got to cue the singer. I said, but we do this every week. And anyway, she's miming. So just quit, you know, quit the fuss.
Did she?
She did. She looks good.
She does look good. I don't know what she looks like now, mind.
No.
So, do you know, throughout your career working with all these bands, was there anyone, like say you met David Bowie, and was there anyone who you had grown up with, absolutely
loads of them,
loved, and then you've met them and worked, they're asking you, you know, and you're telling them what to do? And
loads of them. It's really weird because you've got to kind of, you know, I'm still a massive music fan, and that's really all I've ever been. And because of your kind of taste in music, you think, well, you know, you're not going to make people do stupid things. You know, you're not going to stage it in such a way that they look really naff. You know, like you're not going to use sort of, you know, dry ice with a rock singer. It just looks silly. So you do try and work with them and try and do the right thing. And I think there's something that they realise that you're coming from the right direction. You know what I mean, and that you're on their side, as it were. But you've got to kind of keep telling yourself, it's a job, don't get too excited, you know, because you want to go, yes, yeah, I've always loved you, I've got all your records, but you just go, hi, how you doing this year? And try and be pleasant, you know, it's weird. You've got to try and keep your cool, even though you're really, really excited. A bit like now.
Like we are with you.
Oh, yes.
I thought you meant like he is with us. I saw that, yeah.
So what I was going to say was, have you got any advice for the bands who we're working with, the people who are helping to produce this show, people like us who are just lovers of music and want to get into that industry, which seems so vast and crazy these days? What's your advice?
Keep doing it. I mean, the Northeast is a brilliant, and always has been, brilliant hotbed of musical talent. There are certain places in the world, you know, like Jamaica, Ireland, you know, which just have a lot of music coming from them, and so does the Northeast. And it used to be that people used to, you know, including me, had to go down to London to keep working and you know, or to get a record deal or whatever. I don't think you do now. You've got shows like this, you've got the internet, you can do it from here. And I think what you need is kind of more entrepreneurial spirit and more people kind of turning it from a string of gigs and a string of TV shows into a proper business. And I think, you know, I know that you were talking to one of the guys from Generator last week. Generator, I've gone up there and done a few things with. They're amazing. You know, there's lots and lots of little isolated pockets like that. I think the trick is to kind of make all that coalesce and not keep thinking like Coles to Newcastle, you have to export everything to London. You can do it from here, and you've got to get the digital economy going. And you know, it was great listening to the last band talking about having a video out and getting singles out, you know, and that's what you've got to do. It's got to be kind of joined up thinking all around the Northeast and do it from here. You know, I want to come back, I want to move here. You know, I love it. It's great, great vibe. Well, give me a job.
Come and help us out.
Yeah, you can come and do this one.
No, I'll come and do one of these.
Yeah,
fabulous. Well, what's next for Chris Cowey then?
Well, spookily enough, I've had it, you know, like you do, you've got to diversify. So I've been making a lot of video games lately, which is kind of a weird thing, directing video games with sports stars like Jessica Ennis and stuff like that, which is bizarre. But my new thing is I'm just about to embark, very first time I've done it, I'm directing a West End musical.
Wow! Are you allowed to say which one?
I can't tell you which one because it doesn't open until about April. So watch out. I'm sure there'll be things in the local press. But I think you might, but I'm not telling you.
Wow.
I can't tell you yet. But yeah, West End musical, me.
That's amazing.
So I'm going to have to start being very, very camp.
Just to fair now.
You never talk like this.
Well, thank you so much for
I
coming to
loved
join
it.
us. It's been really, really good to have
Thank
you here.
you for having me.
Can we have a round of applause, everyone?
Thank you.
I'll go away now.
Chris.
Hello everybody, we're back here now with Amy Williams. Hello Amy.
Hello.
Can we have a big cheer for Amy to welcome? So Amy, you're relatively new to the music scene.
Yeah.
In the northeast. How long have you been playing and performing locally?
I had my first gig at the Clooney when I was 15, so
Yeah.
it's been about 2 years now.
That's quite young for the club, isn't it?
It was quite young. I was shaking when I was playing, but no, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. So what got you into music? What were your influences and what made you want to perform?
I don't know. I've been singing ever since I was tiny. My mum and dad will tell you. But singing with the piano, probably when I was about 11, I thought I'd have a go at writing a song. And I look back on it now, it's terrible. But I thought I was quite good at it then. But no, just since then, been progressing since then. It's been good.
So if you don't mind, how old are you now, Amy?
17.
17. Are you still at school? Sixth form?
Yes, I am.
Sixth
First
form.
year of sixth form.
What are you doing sixth form?
I'm doing music, philosophy, Spanish and English lit.
Oh, can you speak any Spanish to her?
No.
Oh, you're not telling teachers, aren't
No, I don't.
So Amy, what kind of music do you like yourself, and what does that influence what you do?
I pretty much like all types of music. At the minute I'm kind of into more kind of indie alternative rock bands, but I suppose my influences are like Carole King, like those type of people.
Nice. Do you think do you think it's changed since your first gig when you were 15? Even to now, I know it's not that long, but it can change.
I think so, because when I was 15, I was writing about anything. Like I didn't really have any experience, so I was just kind of writing about what I thought people wrote about. But now I'm writing about proper things. Yes. Yeah.
Gets worse, you know.
You'll have loads more to write about as the years go on. So what's next for Amy Williams? Where do you see yourself in, say, 2 years?
Well, I'm hoping this year. I've got a good feeling about this year, because I'm hoping to get an EP out at some point, and then hopefully play some more gigs and maybe festivals in the summer.
Brilliant. And if people want to get a hold of your music, where can they get it at the moment?
I've got a SoundCloud. It's Amy Williams. It's IMMY. Everyone calls me Amy when they don't know my name. It's really annoying. I've got a Facebook page, which is Amy Williams Music, and I'm on YouTube as well.
Brilliant. Cool. Right. Well, we're really looking forward to hearing your songs today.
Thank you.
But first of all, we have got a special question that Rosie's reminded us of.
Got the glue. Have you got an embarrassing story for Amy?
I've got an embarrassing one, but I sent you a quite cute one as well. I don't know which one you want.
Yeah, you need to tell us this.
We're all need to hear this.
When I was little, I had to have both my legs in plaster for the first kind of 4 years of my life because I had dislocated hips. When I was 2, I had both my legs in plaster, and I had a little wooden beam in between both the plasters to set my legs in place. And my granddad felt very sorry for me, so to make my life easier, he put white and black stickers on the beam across my piano, across the beam like a piano, to pretend that I was playing it. And I think, that Dad says that he thinks that's where my love for the piano came from.
Oh, that's it's lovely. You never know.
Could be, yeah.
I don't know what your songs were about back then. I'm hungry. I'm broke, wherever. Well, thank you. We're really looking forward to hearing you. Everybody, Amy Williams.
Thank you.
You found me there, you lost a stare. He was a charm, one I wore upon my bracelet. One look was all it took. He shook me right out the book. I left everything behind. He said,
do you know you're way downtown? I wanna take you on a journey. I wanna take you with me. Whoa. When you find the streets are empty and the people are gone, when you're feeling so lonely, yeah, I'll be your one. You said, darling, are you ready? We're gonna tear this all down. Girl, are you with me? And do you know you're way downtown? I wanna take you on a journey. I wanna take you with me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you
Thank you. Thank you. The next song is called The Ocean.
All alone in a part of the ocean where I can't breathe. And needing home, 'cause like a hero she rescues me. Standing on your own, up there on your throne, yes, you love it. Tell me where to go, little do you know, but you love it. You don't know a thing about me. You don't know a thing about me. Water rushes in on me, I feel so free. You said I wouldn't be happy. Your motivation causes cracks in this conversation. I wish you just let me be. A fear of the dark that I sadly possess. A needless remark, I don't know why I confess. Queuing to achieve a perfect weightlessness. It's what we all seek. Take a pilgrimage down to the sea. I need the ocean, the ocean, the ocean, because emotion, emotion, it drives me insane. It drives me insane. Water rushes in on me, I feel so free. You said I wouldn't be happy. So
speaking a language that I understand. I don't need your hand, I just want to be happy. But you don't know a thing about me. You don't know. Thank you. Thank you.
We're back, everyone. Okay, we are here with the Firelight Opera. Welcome to the Garage Live, everyone.
Cheers, thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, with the Firelight Opera, you've just said that, haven't you?
Yeah. What's your name, though?
I'm Lee.
Lee?
I'm Kyle. Chris. I'm Dan.
Lovely to have you all here. I've just been told that you're not allowed to speak, which has made me really, really intrigued to talk to you first. So I'm going to
ask us any taxing questions or.
Okay, right. Well, here's a good one. How did you all get together?
That's why you don't ask many questions.
No, it's because you had a funny voice or something.
No, we got to get about about a year and a half ago, wasn't it? And we're on the same bill, and we just decided to have a bit jam together and form the Firelight Opera.
So you were in two different bands?
Yeah.
Well, we were in a band and Dan was solo.
Right.
We had a gig together and we just had a chat after and had a jam and we're fit together, didn't we? So spot on.
It worked.
Do you prefer being in a band rather than on your own?
Much better, like.
Yeah,
much better.
Cracking it.
Especially when you're on the road and that. And it's you're not sleeping by yourself in a car. You've actually got some people to talk to rather than your own thoughts and that. It's really good that.
I'm dead happy that you've joined it.
So am I.
Yeah.
Really. I'm on the moon in fact, like.
So how have you found it, like, with merging from two separate places? How have you found writing music together? Did that come quite naturally?
Amazing actually. We're both different, like me and Dan write the songs, but we'll have different writing styles. But when we came together, we just clicked and the two styles merged together work.
Yeah.
So we were worried at first though, weren't we?
Aye.
Because he'd always wrote his songs and I'd always wrote mine. So we weren't really sure how it would work together.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's
well, that's good. That's always good.
No,
because
like
with bands there can be conflict and bitchy tendencies.
Oh, bitch.
Healthy bitching. So where are you all from then? You're from the same place?
All from Sunderland.
Chris's
hometown. So you're from Sunderland, you're local, you're on the northeast music scene quite a bit at the minute. I've noticed on your Facebook that you've got quite a few gigs coming up. What do you see happening for yourselves in 2014?
Well, we're just going to keep gigging to try and get our name out there a bit. We've just released our first EP last year. And we're just about to finish our second one and we're starting an album. So we just want to get our own original music out there.
Yeah.
We're planning to do a video with the album. So that's the main aim for the year.
Fantastic.
So
brilliant. And with this special question, would you like to tell us, have you got a band embarrassing or funny or?
I don't know whether it's either, but it's a good story.
It is funny.
It was well, it was the same day we released our first EP. We thought, we'll get out and celebrate, as you do. Definitely had far too many, and we'd had like months planned of stuff gigs that we want to do, and we were supposed to be supporting the Sunshine Underground the same weekend.
Yeah.
This was the Thursday night. Too many beers. Went out, went to the town, shattered my ankle, and was out for 6 months. So it was everything cancelled. Just me, like a proper cripple, in the house for 6 months straight.
How did you all feel about that?
He's not allowed out on the next. On the
You had
next
to start
celebration.
delivering pizzas because we didn't have gig money.
We lost
coming
6
in.
months of gigs, so I started delivering pizzas. So I haven't forgiven for that. Like
he's totally the plane.
I'm scarred actually.
Could you not have sat down and played?
It was just.
We asked him.
It was a train wreck. Like it was a train wreck.
That's not funny.
It was
You're
class though.
embarrassing, that's sad.
I'm going to tell you anyway because it's great. My knee was facing the sky, obviously, and my big toe was touching the floor. It was just absolutely banging.
Oh my
So there you go. Well, that's kind of funny though.
At least you can laugh about it now.
At the time, I was devastated.
Was that out in Sunderland or Newcastle?
Sunderland.
Oh, well, I mean.
But I got 3 days worth of morphine, so I was happy. Like.
Did you write some good songs while you were on the morphine?
It was great. Like.
Oh, well, no, it's good that you've got that story and look back on it and you so past that now and you're so gigging. And we're really looking forward to hearing what you've got. So everyone, can you please give it up for the Firelight Opera?
Who knew it'd be this hard? Are we meant to drift apart? Don't break it, can we save this? Have we faltered at the start? We won't regret, we'll fight for it. There's hope, yeah. And it feels like home, but no, I don't belong. And I know it's wrong, but it feels like as your palm connects with mine in a place that bears no time. The confusion from illusion. In a one-track frame of mind, we won't regret, we'll fight for it. There's hope, yeah. And it feels like home,
Cheers. Thank you.
Feels Like Home available on iTunes.
This next song is off our first EP as well. Obviously these acoustic versions on the EP, they're like full rock. So this is a bit of a different version like.
time again.
You know I'll never change if I can never stop the rain.
I'll take a few from the flame.
You know I'll never change if I can never stop the
Thank you very much.